guys, welcome back. Hope everybody's keeping well and getting a bit of fishing done. I'm going to tell you a wee shrimp pattern. And this one's called the Magenta shrimp. Now the hook in the face is a partridge period double in silver in size 10. The thread that I'm going to use is the uni thread 801 white. Now you could use fire orange, red, black. You can use whatever thread you like, but I'm just going to use the white. So I'm just going to come in a couple of mil behind the eye of the hook, get my thread started. Simply run on a couple of mil of thread and then remove your waist tag of thread. Now the rib and the tag is going to be an ultra wire in bright red. Now you just use silver, but I'm going to use the red. So I'm just going to offer this in underneath the shank of the hook, take a couple of turns, then bring the wire in underneath the shank and just work the thread down until you're sort of way in line or just slightly past the points of the hooks. Should be grand. Then I'm going to come around with 4 or 5 turns of the bright red wire. On the last turn, bring it up and in between the two hooks. Now just keep it in underneath there. Then I'm just going to work the thread up first part of the rear part of the body, sorry, and then I'm going to work my thread back down, folding the wire back and working my thread back down, tied up against the tag. The rear body, you're looking some holographic silver tinsel. This is in large. Or you can just use the uni mailer straight through silver. Just offering this up to the hook. Just come around with a turn now. Just caught the tinsel on top of the hook there. Just keeping your thread tight. Just work your thread forward, tying that in. Now you can put some super glue down there if you wish, or varnish. Then just work up your silver holographic round. A couple of turns will catch that in, and then trim away your waist end of the holographic. Then I'm going to come up with the bright red wire. 3 turns on the body or so should be plenty. A couple of turns catches in your wire, bend and break away the wire. Or if you've got designated scissors for cutting wire, cut it away. Mid hackle, you're looking at Magenta. This is a cock hackle. Now you put a hen hackle on too. So just looking at the length here, it's very sparse, the fibre on this wee feather. So just taking a turn, I'm going to fold the tip back, then working my thread back up over the tip and the hackle. Come in, break away the tip. Then I'm going to come in with my scissors, just run it up the stem of the hackle, and then just take one turn in front of the other. Now the turns of hackle here are up to you, but it also depends on the fibre. Now, I'm probably going to take about 3 or 4 turns of this wee hackle, just because of the sparseness of the fibre that's on it. So I'm going to just put one more in. So there, follow it around with your thread, catch it in, and nice and tight, just working my thread forward, break away the stem of the hackle. Right. Just want to see what way we're sitting. Okay, happy with that. Just going to work my thread back down, tight up against the hackle. Now the wing, you're looking some electric blue. You can't see it with the blue shirt on, but this is an electric blue coloured Arctic runner. Now you're just looking at a small pinch. You're not looking too much. trim that away. Now you could use purple if you don't have this colour of Arctic runner. I'm looking at around about twice the length of the hook over the back, just coming around with a pinch and loop. A couple of turns to hold. I just want to have a wee check. See what way I'm sitting. Okay, I'm happy enough with that. So I'm just going to lift the waist ends here. Take those away in a bit of a tapered cut. Just working my thread down over the cut ends of the Arctic runner. Back up. I'm going to put some flash into the wing. And I'm going to use mirror flash. This is mirror flash. It has a tinge of blue to it. So I'm just going to get 2 strands. Now you could put silver micro flash in, or silver lite bright. That's up to you. You tie it the way you like. Just catching in the flash. Fold the excess back, take a couple of turns. Come in and trim away the excess. Just moisten those, leave them with desk for the next fly. Now the way back there I'm going to catch in another bit of a red wire for the rib at the front. So just catch this in underneath, nice and tight. Then I'm just going to work my thread back down, tied up against the wing. I tan onto the wing, just tied up against it. Now the front body is Lite Bright and Burgundy. This one here for the front body, basically like a magenta. I just keep all my Lite Brights on a ring. I have a wee bit off here. See me pulling it out of the packet. Just dub that on. Dead easy to dub the Lite Bright as well. And we'll just work that forward for the front body. Then you're looking 2 or 3 turns of the red wire through the front body. A couple of turns will catch that in. Bend and break away the wire. Just bring our thread back down, tied up against the front body. Now we're, excuse me, beg your pardon, we're not looking too bad. The front hackle, you're looking at Magenta Badger hackle. Now, I've had this Magenta Badger cape for a long time, geez, ages. It's not very often to use it. Now, just the tip's broke, you can see it there, but it's grand because you don't want the shorter fibres up here. I want to start down there to build the taper up. Now I'm just going to offer this up, come around with a turn, I'm going to fold the tip back, working my thread back up over the tip and the hackle, just break it away, much like I did with the mid hackle. And just come in with your scissors, stroke back the fibres, and then you're just looking 1 turn front to the other. Now, much like the mid hackle, turns of hackle here up to you. It's where you like to dress your flies. Plus it's your own style of tying. Now, that's going to be plenty there for me. So I'm going to catch this off underneath. Nice and tight. Come in, just going to trim away the hackle because the stem's too thick for me to fold back. Then I'm going to come in and just fold everything back. And just tighten up. Tying in the front hackle. Nice and tight. Now, we're not looking too bad, we're looking grand. Just to finish off, we're going to put on a couple of jungle cock eggs. If you don't have jungle cock, don't worry about it. just leave it off. The fly will still work without jungle cock. So we've got our two eyes here. I don't know if you can hear that on the camera, it's thunder. There's heavy rain here at the minute in Belfast. So just stroking back the fibres to get a 10 point. Then just offer these up to the hook where you want them. And come around with, these are just loose turns, not tightening up on this yet. Just to see what way we're sitting. I'm just going to have a wee check. Right, this one just needs pulling a touch. Just have a wee check at the other side. Yep, that's grand. Now just come in and hold your jungle cock. Just taking another couple of tight turns going down towards the eye. Then come in and fold the stems of the jungle cock back. And work your thread back up. Got a wee couple of fibres or sweep them back as well. No big deal, just take your time. And keeping your thread tight. Come in and bring away the stems. Don't let your thread go at this point. And just come in and throw in a whip finish. Now I'm going to colour the head up with a GLO Bright floss. Could have cut that a wee bit better. So now the GLO Bright floss number 5. This one here. That's what I said at the start. You could just use a 4-inch thread, and then you wouldn't need to use the GLO Bright floss. We'll just colour the head up with the GLO Bright floss 5. So I'm just going to come in just on top of the head. Just work the floss up. Just come in and trim away the waist tag. Then I'm just going to come straight in with my whip finishing tool and just throw in a 3-turn whip finish. Pull your floss nice and tight, come in and trim away the GLO Bright floss. But there you go guys, that's the Magenta shrimp. Now just a first coat on the head. As always, this is a new pot of super glue. You need to trim the brush down on where we touch. Just a wee drop of super glue. You don't want this touching your dressing. It'll just ruin the fly on you. Just right the whole way right round. And then once this dries, I'll come in and hit that with 2 coats of varnish. Just to seal up the super glue as well. But there you go guys, hopefully you've got something out of that. That's the Magenta shrimp. So look, tie a few of those up. Good wee fly to fish after the river's had a spate. Hopefully they can catch you a few fish. As always, many thanks for taking the time to view the video. It's very much appreciated. And until next time folks, please stay safe and tight lines.